Show me something special, fantastical and new. Just give me somewhere to belong, and I will follow you. Oh, welcome one and all. Step right up, all students so great and small. This week will be a week like you've never experienced before, because this week, the circus is in town. And this is no ordinary circus. No, it is so much more than that. It's not just wonderful or magical or spectacular. No, my friends. This circus is fantastical. And this fantastical show has come to your town, and I could not be more delighted that you're here. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is JoJo, and it will be my pleasure to show you around this week. I will be your guide as we travel through and see some of the greatest stories ever told. But first, let me tell you a little bit about our town. You see, our town is just like any other town. It's filled with normal people who do normal things. We've got bankers and teachers, we've got fishermen and tradespeople, and well, everything else in between. But what you might not notice just by looking at our town is that everyone has a longing inside. They want to be a part of something special, something meaningful, something real. And they have all heard of this fantastical show run by a good showman, and they so desperately want to be a part of it. But the question is, can they? Well, I invite you to join me as we see stories of misfits and outcasts who may just find a friend in the good showman, and maybe even a place in his fantastical show. Show me something special, fantastical and new. Just give me somewhere to belong, and I will follow you. Well, we all have our issues. You see, some people feel like they just can't quite measure up. They even have a hard time making ends meet. They dreamt of being something great, but instead, their life is just, well, average. One such person in our town is a fisherman, and around here, we call him Pete.
My life is fishing and fixing my boat and just hoping and wishing that I'll stay afloat. My life is wandering out on the sea as I wonder if there's something out there for me. Gotta make more money, gotta find more time, gotta feed my family, so I cast the line, I toss the net. I'm just somebody you'll probably forget. My life is average. Average like homework at night, I know I'll survive, but I'll tell you this, I don't love it. Average like waiting in line at the grocery store, when every other line moves faster than yours. Average like all of my grades in school. Average like band-aids and swimming pools. Watching my life is like watching paint dry, 'cause I'm nothing special. My life is fishing and fixing my boat and just hoping and wishing that I'll stay afloat. My life is wandering out on the sea as I wonder if there's something out there for me. Gotta make more money, gotta find more time, gotta feed my family, so I cast the line, I toss the net. I'm just somebody you'll probably forget. My life is average.
So, a lot of people in our town feel exactly like Pete. They feel like their life is just average. But some people have it so much worse than that. They feel like their life is harsh and unfair, and they don't even know why. For example, there's this one guy in our town, he has been blind since birth. And because of that, he has lived his entire life all alone.
Isn't it kind of funny? I'm the one that can't see, but everybody passing by pretends they can't see me. Isn't it kind of crazy? I was born like this, but all the people wonder what my parents did wrong. Was it their sin or mine that made my eyes blind? Does it even matter? It doesn't even matter. I hear stories of hope, tales of life-changing healing, but I just don't know if I can believe it. Oh, can I believe it? No, I just don't know. I just don't know. Can I believe it? No, can I believe it? No, I just don't know. You know what? I believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Show me something. I'll believe it when I see it. Fantastic. I'll believe it when I see it. Fantastical. Show me follow you.
Welcome once again. Welcome back to our fantastical show. And what a sight to behold, isn't it? Isn't it great to see all of the wonderful things that makes the show really come alive? The lights, the curtains, the roaring applause of the audience. The characters all dressed in their costumes, basking in the glow of the stage. It is quite a fantastical sight to see. But I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine you can't see it at all. In fact, imagine that you can't see anything. Imagine that you haven't been able to see trees or stars or animals or even the people that you love the most. Well, we met a friend yesterday. Do you remember him? He was blind since birth. And I want you to imagine what life has been like for him.
I've heard of how the colors in the sunset paint the sky, and how your heart could skip a beat when the beauty meets your eye. And sometimes I wonder, is it really all that great? Oh, I guess I'll never know. Oh, I guess I'll never know. I've heard there's nothing quite like seeing the face of a newborn child, and seeing the shape that their mouth makes the first time that they smile. And if I'm really honest, I kinda hope it's not that great, but I guess I'll never know. Oh, I guess I'll never know. looks like when the sunlight rises in the morning, and the way I've heard the stars light up the night, I'll never know what it feels like to see the ones I love look into my eyes. Isn't it kind of funny? I'm the one that can't see, but everybody passing by pretends they can't see me. Isn't it kind of crazy? I was born like this, but all the people wonder what my parents did wrong. Was it their sin or mine that made my eyes blind? And does it even matter? It doesn't even matter. I hear stories of hope, tales of life-changing healing, but I just don't know if I can believe it. No, cannot believe it. No, I just don't know. I just don't know. I guess I'll never know what it looks like when the sunlight rises in the morning, or the way I've heard the stars light up the night. I'll never know what it feels like to see the ones I love look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Will someone look into my eyes? Will someone look into my eyes?
Let me show you something special, fantastical and new. I'll give you somewhere to belong, 'cause I see you.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Fantastical Show. I don't know about you, but to me it seems like the atmosphere has kind of shifted. Things are surely changing around here. Just yesterday, we got to see the Good Showman in the flesh. And not only that, but we've also seen him invite the average and the outcast to be a part of his fantastical show. We even got to see the time when he healed the blind. Well, today do I have a story for you. It is far better than all the rest of the stories. Today, our story is about the Good Showman and how he showed all of us his power, even over death. Oh. It was a day like any other day around our town. Normal people doing normal things. The Good Showman had begun to make his presence known, and people had taken note. Crowds would gather around, hoping to hear about the show. People would bring the sick and the hurting and beg the showman to help them, and he did. He helped everyone he could. He performed wonders you could never fathom and miracles you couldn't even count. But on this particular day, something happened that seemed like it was beyond even his ability. One of the leading men in our town had a daughter who was about 12 years old. She lived a normal life and did normal things, but recently she'd become desperately sick. It was the kind of sickness that takes a toll on a person and completely debilitates them. She was sick from her head to her toes, bedridden and downcast. Her father and mother wouldn't give up hope though. They stayed by her bed day and night and day, attending to her every need, longing and hoping that she might regain her strength and her health might be restored. But there they waited and waited and waited until one day they finally called the town doctor, and he came in a hurry. He was a good doctor, the best for miles, in fact. But as he knelt by her bedside, everyone in the room could feel his optimism begin to dim, his confidence shaken by the condition he observed. As he pressed the stethoscope against the young girl's fragile lungs, his hope for recovery completely vanished. He took a deep breath, dropped his head, and wondered how he would ever deliver the news. Without delaying any longer, he looked at the father and mother and said, "I'm so sorry, but your daughter, she won't make it." And with that, he gathered his things and left. No more than a day passed by when at last their worst fear became a reality. They looked longingly at their daughter as she took her last breath, and like that, she was gone. Now, as grim as this seems, it wasn't the end of the story. You see, what happened next was something truly special, something new. It wasn't just something wonderful or excellent or spectacular. It was something fantastical. Just as their hearts began to sink into their own grief, none other than the good showman walked into the room. And as they lifted their eyes to see him enter, they felt an undeniable sense of hope begin to swell up within them like a great big giant balloon. And they dared to wonder, could this be the miracle we long for? Could this man do the unthinkable, the impossible, the fantastical? Could his words be the very words of life? Could his touch reverse the worst condition? Could it be true that the good showman has power even over death itself? And the deepest question of all, could he bring our daughter back to life? Questions upon questions upon questions. And as they sat in uncertainty, the good showman calmly approached the bedside, gently took her by the hand, and answered, "Yes." So by now you've gotten to know quite a bit about our town, including those who call it home, like those who felt that they were average and would never be a part of anything special, or those who couldn't see a future for themselves because, well, they couldn't see anything at all. Or like yesterday, when we saw how the little girl was miraculously raised from the dead. It is very clear to see that the good showman makes space for everyone in his fantastical show. He doesn't just look for the most special or the funniest or the smartest or the coolest or the most talented. No, he wants everyone to be a part of it. But there are some people who just don't understand that. You see, show business has never been run this way before. It's always been so complicated and convoluted and full of rules and procedures and restrictions. You see, if you wanted to be a part of the show, you had to be a certain way and act a certain way and follow all the rules just exactly right. That's just the way it was. So it was no wonder why this really frustrated crewman walked up to the good showman and asked a most impossible question. Of all the rules that we've been told we need to follow, what do we really need to know?
Oh man, you say that you're the showman, so tell me where to go, man, if I wanna know. Tell me what I need to know, man, to be in the show, man. I just wanna know, man, what I need to know. What I need to know. Do you only take a certain kind of person I could never really be? I could never be. I just wanna know the way that I could play the part that part was meant for me. Yeah. Everybody tells me all the rules I have to follow. Everybody tells me 1,000 ways to live. Oh, everybody tells me try and try a little harder. But showman, can you show me? Show me what I need to know. Do you only take a certain kind of person I could never really be? Whoa. Everybody tells me all the rules I have to follow. Everybody tells me 1,000 ways to live. Whoa. Everybody tells me to try and try a little harder. But showman, can you show me? Show me what I need to know.
Boys and girls, it grieves me to say this, but our time together has come to an end. And what a time we have had. Things have changed quite dramatically around our town. Those who were once depressed and downtrodden have been encouraged. Their spirits have been lifted and their eyes full of hope. Those who once wandered around aimlessly, searching and longing for something greater, have been given a bold story and a bright future. Those who were hopeless and all alone have been invited to be a part of the greatest show the world has ever seen. A show where everyone has a place. Young, old, rich, poor, elite, or outcast. Apparently, that's just what happens when the showman comes to your town. It doesn't matter who you are, or where you've been, or what you've done. The good showman will draw back the curtain and invite each and every one of us to be a part of a world of wonder. A world where we can be a part of the show. A world where the showman can be our friend. And I believe there's only one word that can describe this. Fantastical.
Isn't it kind of funny? I was the one that couldn't see. Now everybody passing by knows my story. Isn't it kind of crazy how things can change? How things can change. My life was fishing and fixing my boat, hoping and wishing, longing for more. Now things are different. Now that I know I have a friend in the showman and I have a place in the show. Oh, this is something special, fantastical and new. It's a song where everyone belongs, so I will follow you. I will follow you.
You should have seen their faces like they'd seen a ghost. Their eyes were full of wonder, but what shocked them the most was a story that I told about a man I'd never seen, who could heal you with a word. He could change your destiny. Now I walk like I've been changed, like I've risen from the grave. All my fear went out the window when he called me by my name. So let me tell you, you're invited. You'll never be the same. One once you meet the showman,